The very first action that you took when you entered into this reality was to breathe. And the very last thing that you'll do far off into the future is take one final breath. Everything in your life, every moment, every experience, every manifestation exists in the space between these breaths. From that very first inhale to the very last exhale, your breath has been shaping the story of your existence. That's why we talk so much on this channel about transformation, about reinventing and reprogramming yourself to align with the most extraordinary version of your life, no matter where you're starting from. But what if I told you that the very key to shifting your reality is something that you've probably done 20 or so times since you clicked on this video? How you breathe is far more powerful than anything you've been told. Your breath holds the controls to regulating your emotions, mastering your thoughts, healing your body, unlocking boundless energy within yourself, and even extending your very lifespan. This is pranayama. This ancient science of breathing not only sustains your life, but also equips you with the tools to align with and step into the reality that you've been manifesting all along. When you breathe deeply and fully, you send a message to the universe that you are ready to let go of whatever limitations that have been holding you back, and you step into a new reality. Throughout all recorded time, countless spiritual traditions have pointed to the breath as the bridge between the physical and the spiritual. In ancient Hindu philosophy, pranayama, literally control of breath, is revered as one of the most powerful tools for awakening your spirit and self-mastery. Prana, your life force, the vital pure energy that flows throughout your body. It's the sacred thread linking your body to your soul and your soul to the limitless expanse of the universe. Yama means to control or to regulate, and together pranayama is the practice of consciously controlling the breath to regulate and enhance the flow of prana within your very own body. The key to manifesting your deepest potential, the doorway for those infinite possibilities that you think about, is found in something as simple and innate as your breath. When you begin to breathe with intention and awareness, you begin to transform yourself. Pay attention to your breath at all times. It reveals your patterns, your emotions, your state of being. When you breathe consciously, your breath becomes a tool for shifting that reality of yours. I said this before and I'll say it again. There are 7 fundamental needs that you must have in order to stay alive. Without these 7 fundamental needs, you will either quickly or slowly pass away. I will cover the first 4 to 7, which are the immediate needs that you need to take care of. The first of those needs is air, it's oxygen. Without it, just for a few minutes, you will cease to exist. The second need is water. The average human being cannot survive more than 5 to 7 days without water. The third is sleep. Your body needs to recharge. Without sleep, you can expect to live no more than about 10 days. Finally, the last need is food. With water only, but no food, the average human being can survive up to about 2 months or so. But back to breath, back to oxygen. That's how important your breath is when it comes to manifesting the life you want, because it literally is life. So why wouldn't it be a key part of your manifestation process? Your breath matters far more than all of those fancy manifestation techniques that you're attached to. With every single mindful breath, it's like you're tuning yourself into a higher frequency, a frequency that vibrates with abundance, with peace, and with crystal clear clarity. An alternate reality that may be quite different than the one that you're currently living in, but one that's infinitely better. Pranayama isn't just breathing, it's aligning, it's connecting you to that reality within your imagination in order to bring it into life. Maybe you've been studying all of these spiritual laws, the works of Neville Goddard, the works of Joseph Murphy, and maybe even The Secret, but you never heard of this, have you? Your reality has always been sending you the signals to awaken. Here were a couple of mine. It's well known that one of my favorite movies is the original Matrix, and in it, Morpheus explicitly tells Neo to breathe, only once in the movie, but during a very pivotal scene. This scene occurs when Neo is experiencing the shock of disconnecting from the Matrix for the very first time. As he's panicking with overwhelming sensations of fear, Morpheus calmly tells him to breathe, grounding him and helping him to adjust to his new reality. This moment is significant because it reflects the movie's deeper themes of awakening and self-control, all of which resonates with the idea of you using your breath to regain focus and clarity. It's no secret, but my daughter and I are huge anime fans, and one of our favorite series to watch together is Kimetsu no Yaiba, also known as Demon Slayer here in the United States. The story follows a young protagonist on a quest to avenge his family who were tragically killed by supernatural demons. When we start out in his journey, he begins to hone his mind and his body, mastering breathing techniques that grant him superhuman abilities to take the demons on that are responsible for his loss. But it's not just about pop culture. tucked within the first book of the Christian Bible, Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. In our popular media, in our religious texts, breathing has always unlocked the protagonist's latent superpowers, and that is what the knowledge behind this episode is going to do for you. But now that you know what you're doing, let's discuss why to do it. Pranayama will aid you in mastering your mind and your emotions. Those very emotions that run wild when you're trying to manifest your deepest desires. Your emotions are your compass when you're manifesting your dream life or even your worst nightmares. So do you find yourself triggered when you see or even feel the exact opposite of what you've been visualizing? Your breath is the regulator of your prana. Think back to the first or even the last horror movie that you've seen. When the protagonist of the movie is running for their life, what do you remember about their breathing? It was shallow, it was quick, it was erratic. You may not have noticed, but your breath was just as shallow, even if it wasn't that dramatic. When fear takes hold, your breathing becomes shallow, trapping your energy in all that chaos that's going inside your head. But with pranayama, you redirect that energy into something more positive, into something more fulfilling. During my military days, I was pretty damn good at long distance running. I used to run cross country in high school as well. I could easily run for miles and miles and miles without thinking about it any day of the week. When my friends would ask me the secret to my low race times, I would always tell them it was my breathing. I would quickly get into a rhythm with my breath and synchronize my stride with it. Once I locked in, my mind could reach a meditative state and I could run as far as I wanted to, whenever I wanted to, without feeling exhausted at the end. This is very well known as the runner's high, and it felt sublime. But what did this high feel like? It felt like I was insensitive to pain. It elevated my mood, and it even caused a sense of calm and clarity while I ran, simply by breathing correctly. So how does that tie into pranayama? If you said that, you're already thinking the right way, and I like that. There are several key techniques, but I personally practice the Nadi Shodhana, which is also known as the alternate nostril breathing technique. Nadi Shodhana is all about balancing the flow of prana throughout your body. This practice not just calms your mind, it also harnesses all that internal energy within you, leaving you feeling centered and leaving you feeling very peaceful. It brings you vitality, and vitality and health are related, but they are not the same thing. Health is about how well your body is functioning. Are your systems working properly? Are you free of illness? Are you free of disease? It's more about the basics, about feeling okay physically, mentally, and emotionally. But vitality, on the other hand, is your energy, it's your life force, it's your zest for life, it's your prana. It's that spark that makes you feel alive, makes you feel motivated, and makes you feel vibrant. When people say you're glowing, that is your prana. You could be healthy and still feel kind of meh, but when you got vitality, you're not just existing, you're thriving. Health is the structure and vitality is the juice that makes life exciting. Both are important, but vitality is what makes you feel truly alive. As you're learning how to breathe the right way, make sure to check out the brand new Vitality Subliminal I created exclusively for our school community members. Inside of our school community, you'll find this subliminal, tons of others more, plus group coaching, live streams, podcasts, video walkthroughs just like this one, and a thriving community of like-minded people just like you. So go on ahead, grab your free trial, and join us in school. I'd love to see you there. But yeah, vitality. Think of your body like a network of energy highways with prana flowing through them to keep you alive and thriving. But over time, these highways can get jammed up with stress, toxins, and emotional baggage, throwing everything out the window and everything out of balance. More than likely, you have a car parked right outside your home. Your engine has an air filter that needs to be replaced quite often. If that air filter becomes clogged and dirty, the first thing that you'll lose is engine performance along with pure fuel economy. Your car doesn't perform well if it doesn't breathe correctly, and neither will you. Nadi Shodhana will serve as a gentle detox of sorts that'll clear up all those pathways and clear out those blockages. And it'll let all the prana flow within your body freely again. It's simple, but incredibly powerful to restoring the balance in your mind, body, and spirit. So throughout my day, I am constantly bringing my mind back to the present moment. And I discovered this. I discovered that this is key to living in the end because life is all about planting the right seeds in the present moment to manifest that brighter future that I've already visualized in my imagination. You manifest what you are, not what you want. So when you are calm and relaxed, you will magnetize yourself to receive more experiences that bring in more calm and relaxed feelings to match who you are. Namely, whatever's on your manifestation list, might I add. When I was in my rookie season of the Conscious Creation League, I was programmed to believe that all I had to do was change my thoughts and everything would just manifest without me lifting a finger. I'd wake up and my new reality would be there. That didn't quite happen, but I was lost in the sauce when I woke up every morning soaked in anxiety. What do I do now? What now? How can I have faith in something I've never intentionally done before? I am feeling like shit. How do I focus on the end? What do I do right now? Just breathe. Manifestation is simple, but nobody promised it would be easy. At least at first. But something as easily unnoticeable as your breath is your way out of darkness. This is the power of your breath, a divine gift that was always accessible to you. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. It doesn't demand special tools, it doesn't demand elaborate results, or even all those complex, fancy manifestation techniques. All it requires is your awareness and your intention. Remember, I said it was simple. By practicing conscious breathing, you're not only improving your physical health, but also unlocking the spiritual power that has always been inside of you. As you deepen your connection to your breath, you may notice a shift in how you relate to the world around you. This growing awareness brings a profound sense of peace, a profound sense of empowerment. You realize that through your breath, you hold the ability to shape your reality as you see fit. You can influence your life in truly transformative ways every single day. So when you're practicing pranayama, it becomes your anchor. Yet again, another tool to meet fear with clarity instead of panic. When you're triggered, remember this: your breath is always with you. Through it, you can control not just your emotions, but your reality. Also remember this: we have so many tools at our disposal to master ourselves, to master our reality. Yeah, your thoughts shape your reality, but don't overlook all the powerful tools already built within your human body to help you master all of this. There are so many benefits to pranayama. You have a powerful, dormant energy within you, coiled like a serpent at the base of your spine, patiently waiting for you to awaken it. Well known across many spiritual traditions, this energy is called a kundalini. It's the key to profound transformation, and it's the key to your enlightenment. But what does it really mean to awaken Kundalini? It sounds really fancy. Why should you do it in order just to manifest your dreams? When that Kundalini within you awakens, it flows through the energy centers within your body, also known as the chakras, and it begins this journey to bring clarity, inner peace, and a deeper understanding of yourself, a deeper understanding of this universe that we live in. All of a sudden, you will see the world through a new lens. You'll start recognizing connections. You'll start seeing synchronicities. You'll start seeing all those patterns that you might have missed before. Let me remind you of this. You may have already experienced this just before you intentionally manifested a big event into your life, most likely. You can probably remember that your consciousness felt expanded and your intuition felt sharpened, and you were able to make decisions a lot more easier, and you felt more aligned with whatever you were trying to manifest. You felt more aligned with your living in the end. This is exactly how I access the different realities that I see on the screen of my mind whenever I visualize. Once I take a deep, full breath, I can take myself to another world that's much like this one, except I already have what I desire. Once I feel that, once I feel like I have what I want, I feel a sensation throughout my body. Yes, a physical feeling. It could be happiness. It could be satisfaction. It could just simply put a smile on my face. That is when I know it's done, because I've aligned my heart and my mind to create an emotion. When I return to this reality, all I have to do is keep feeling that emotion as much as possible throughout my day. That is going to align me with my manifestation, because you manifest what you are, not what you want. All of this is simply initiated by taking one single breath. Deep, lasting inner peace. That's another benefit from learning breath work. Don't you want that? Isn't taking a deep breath already relaxing as it is? When that Kundalini energy rises, it clears all those emotional blockages that are keeping you from your manifestation. It clears out all the negativity. It leaves you grounded. It leaves you relaxed. It leaves you happy. This isn't just a fleeting moment of happiness. It's transformative. It's a state of being that helps you navigate life's challenges with confidence, with grace, with poise. When you practice pranayama, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to function. Oxygen. I'm not talking about the bare minimum just to survive, but enough to really thrive. Think of your cells like little factories. They need oxygen just to do their jobs, just to repair themselves, just to keep running smoothly. When you're breathing deeply and intentionally, you're supercharging those factories. The way you breathe affects your nervous system. You already know that. You felt that. If you're stressed or anxious, your breath is probably shallow and quick, just like in the horror movie analogy I gave earlier. That's a sign that your body is in fight or flight mode. Your mind is racing, and pranayama flips that switch. By slowing your breath and focusing on the rhythm of it, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's chill out mode. You're not just controlling your mind with that, you're controlling your emotions. You're also healing your body. The powerful yogis that taught this technique describe how a conscious practitioner can direct prana to specific parts of their body for healing. By focusing your mind and your breath, you can guide this energy to the areas that need attention, whether you are physically injured or energetically blocked. Think about all these benefits that come from simply breathing the correct way. When you feel good, now you can use your mind to transport you into a reality that you've been manifesting all along. This is my favorite part about mastering breath work. Your breath isn't just about keeping you alive. It's deeply connected to all those emotions and all those memories within you. When you breathe deeply and with the correct rhythm, you're not just calming your body, you're diving into the layers of your subconscious mind, blocking out all the noise that the world's giving you, and you're accessing what's buried deep within. Your subconscious mind is like a massive hard drive holding memories, emotions, experiences. All of this is tucked away, sometimes intentionally, sometimes not. All of this data forms your belief systems, and what's manifesting in your life every single day, every moment of every day, is your belief system. Those hidden, stubborn memories can quietly shape how you think, how you feel, how you act. But the good news is this: you can reprogram yourself. Your breath is the key to accessing that hard drive so you can change those beliefs. So I said a lot. So what now do we do? There's so many doors to unlock with breath work. So let's talk about how you can bring pranayama into your daily life based on the teachings of the Hindu yogi science of breath. Let's get the basics out of the way first. Stop mouth breathing. I know. If you're a mouth breather, it's probably second nature by now, but it's a habit that's working against you. Proper breathing happens through the nose, not the mouth. When you breathe through your nose, you filter and warm the air before it hits your lungs, and you absorb more prana, more vital life energy. So I know it's natural, it's second nature for most of you. So here's how you make the switch. First, just start by paying attention to how you breathe throughout the day. Are you catching yourself breathing through your mouth? Gently close it and shift to nasal breathing. At first, it might feel a little bit unnatural, but that's just because you're not used to it. Stick with it. It gets easier, just like everything else. Oh, but the fun doesn't stop there. Continue to work on this while you're sleeping as well. Breathing through your mouth while you're sleeping leads to a host of different issues, from diseases all the way to reshaping your actual face. And it's not in a good way. Mouth breathing gives you way less oxygen than nose breathing, up to 30% less according to various studies. That's because breathing through your mouth has lower resistance, so you're not pulling as much air into your lungs as you think. You're definitely not pulling as much as you could through your nostrils. So at night, if you wake up with a dry mouth, or you know you're breathing wrong while you sleep, try mouth tape. Yeah, I said it. Tape your mouth shut. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a small piece of tape over your lips to train yourself to keep your mouth closed while you're sleeping. Yeah, it sounds weird, it sounds a little inconvenient, but it works wonders. Like I said, it won't be easy at first, but it will be well worth the effort. It's not just about stopping mouth breathing though. It's about being intentional with how you breathe as well. As soon as you wake up, as soon as you become conscious, start your day with a few minutes of deep, mindful breaths. Sit up tall in your chair. For those of you that slump over all the time, sit up tall, fix your posture, keep your spine straight, keep your shoulders relaxed, and place a hand on your belly. Breathe in deeply with your nose, feeling your belly expand, and exhale slowly, letting it deflate. Do this for 5 minutes at the beginning of every day. It's like an energy reset before you even get started with the world. If you meditate, and you should be meditating, pranayama fits perfectly into that practice too. For example, you can try Nadi Shodhana while in meditation. It's a simple but powerful technique. I know because I do it. Sit in your meditative posture with your back straight and use your thumb to close one nostril while you inhale with the other. Switch sides for the exhale. Keep alternating like that for a few minutes. It's not going to just calm you down. It also balances your energy and clears that mind of yours. Trust me, it's a game changer for both meditation and your day-to-day focus, your day-to-day clarity. Posture is yet another piece of the puzzle. If you're slouching over your desk all day, or if you're hunched over on your iPhone scrolling through social media, you are compressing your lungs and making it harder to breathe, harder for all that air to flow freely. So check in with yourself. Do a quick maintenance through the day. Are your shoulders rolled forward? Is your chest caved in? Take a moment to straighten up, head over heart, heart over hips. You'll instantly notice how easier it is to breathe fully, to breathe deeply. And when you do this, you're well on your way. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna look good. Pranayama isn't just about sitting still and focusing on your breath, though. You can weave that into your daily life in all sorts of small ways. If you're feeling a little bit stressed, if you're triggered with something you see in your 3D reality, step away for a second. Close your eyes. Take a few deep, slow breaths. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 and exhale for 4. It's like hitting the reset button when everything feels a little bit too much for you. The point is this. Pranayama isn't this big, complicated practice that you have to carve hours out of your day for. It's small, intentional adjustments, breathing through your nose, sitting up straight, taking mindful breaths when you are a little bit triggered and you need time to pause. These little bitty changes, these very minor changes add up over time and they begin to make massive differences in your energy. It makes differences in your focus and it makes differences in how you feel. Remember, it's progress over perfection. So remain consistent. The sooner you start, the sooner you can begin to collapse your dream reality onto your current one. Before you go back out there into your 3D reality, arm yourself with the power of pranayama. The life that you always wanted is just one breath away. Start small. Start now, right now. Take a deep breath. Now let's get going. That's our discussion for today. If you enjoyed this video, tap that notification bell for more content from Here Nor There and join our school community where you'll gain access to exclusive live coaching from me, meditations, subliminals, live streams, and even more detailed videos just like this one. Check out the link before in the description to join. I am Shaun, and you are neither here nor there. Thank you for your time.